An update now on Captain Tobias. He's the Sheffield 9-year-old. He's got cerebral palsy and he's walking the length of a marathon using his walking frame. He's now raised more than £25,000 for Sheffield Children's Hospital and Pacers School in High Green. That's a school for children with neurological conditions. Well, Tobias's classmate at Pacers, 8-year-old Lennie, has also been racking up the donations for the school with his piano playing.
Hi BBC Radio Sheffield Breakfast. My name's Lennie and I'm raising money for my school, Pacers Sheffield. It's easy.
Man, what fantastic stuff. Well done, Lennie. He's raised more than £4,000 so far. His mum's on the line. Sally. Morning, Sally.
Good morning, Toby.
First things first, he's absolutely brilliant. How long has he been playing?
He's been playing for about a year and a half, I'd say. I mean, since being a baby, he's always tinkered on little keyboards and drums and things. But yeah, properly for about a year and a half.
He's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, he likes it. I mean, he does struggle with his hands and his fingers in lots of ways, so he can't really hold a pencil properly, for example. But for some reason, you put him in front of a keyboard or a piano, and his fingers just fly across. So yeah, we're pretty proud of him.
I should think you are. He's similar to Tobias in that he also has cerebral palsy, doesn't he?
He does. He has cerebral palsy, so like Tobias, he can't stand or walk independently. He's mainly a wheelchair user, but he does use quad sticks inside the house. And he also has hydrocephalus, so he has too much fluid in his brain, so he has a shunt. So he struggles with lots of things, actually. He's got lots of communication difficulties and sensory difficulties, but despite all these challenges, music's his thing.
And how does he do it? Has he learned to read music?
He hasn't yet, no. It's all by ear. So he hears a song and then he sort of works it out himself. Or he does have piano lessons now, which has helped him a lot. But yeah, so far he's not up for learning music. I'm not sure why, whether that'll change or not. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's just through ear.
Well,
and that's his way of communicating and interpreting music. So.
That's even more incredible. Tell us a little bit about, because I see here that you live in Leeds, but of course Lennie goes to Pacers in High Green. Tell us why that's such a special school for you. Yeah, I mean, we live in Leeds, and obviously the commute isn't actually that bad, because it actually would take me longer to drive into Leeds city centre in rush hour than it would to get to Pacers. So it's only about 30 minutes or so, and lots of people travel all over Yorkshire and Derbyshire and further to come to Pacers. Pacers is just amazing. It's a school for conductive education. It's all about helping children, young people and adults strive for their potential and just be as independent as possible. It's just a fantastic place, which is why we make the effort to get there. And Lennie's been going for 5 years now. And when it was the opportunity to raise a bit of money for their new campaign, a new home for Pacers, Lennie studies music, so we thought, let's see if we can raise a bit of money for them, so that more families can benefit from conductive education. And a lot of people don't even know where Pacers is, do they? I mean, it's hidden away there, and people don't really know what goes off there.
Yeah, so it's in High Green, which is North Sheffield, just off the motorway. So it's kind of like, lots of people think about cerebral palsy and as physiotherapy maybe as a therapy, which is often quite passive. So maybe a child would have a few minutes a day in the school for physiotherapy. But with conductive education, it's all day long. All day long, a child is learning to think about the movement, to think about how they're going to sit, how they're going to stand, how they're going to hold a pencil, whatever their target may be. And it's all day, throughout the whole school day, and the kids that go there are just amazing, because Lennie and Tobias are doing brilliantly, aren't they? We're so proud of them for their fundraising. but they really are just 2 children out of a school of over 40 who are inspirational in so many ways. So, I would really like to give a shout out really to every other child that attends Paces, how hard they work, how much support they get from the school. It's just phenomenal.
It sounds fantastic. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us, Sally. We're going to go and speak to Ruth Liu now, who is the head teacher there. Morning, Ruth.
Good morning, Toby.
Thanks very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us this morning. We're going to talk about 2 fantastic young lads, but I'm guessing you've got a school full.
I absolutely have a school full of fantastic children, I really do, and I echo what Sally said. I'm so proud of each and every one of them and the way that they're coping in this lockdown situation and battling through the challenges that they're facing. I really am proud, and it's sort of indicative of the attitude and sort of approach to learning that they have on a daily basis.
Tell us about conductive education.
Yeah, so conductive education is an approach to learning for anybody with a neurological disorder such as cerebral palsy, and that's largely what the children at Paces have is cerebral palsy. And we encourage children to be as independent as possible, and one of the most important aspects of that is that we nurture a can-do personality, and that's really exactly what Lennie and Tobias have demonstrated in the challenges that they've set themselves and are achieving. And it really is about nurturing and fostering potential, because we believe that all children have potential and we want the children to be as independent as they can be.
Well, there's certainly that, aren't there? I mean, we heard about Tobias's efforts, which is just incredible. I mean, he just, to say that, he's walking the length of a marathon with a frame, it takes so much doing. And then to hear Lennie playing by ear, it's just fantastic. They must have such fantastic self-confidence.
They have, and actually it's been really lovely to watch over this lockdown period, because their self-confidence is growing. Both the boys, you can see in the little clips they're putting on Facebook and on their Facebook pages and Twitter accounts, you can see their determination and strength of character. It's really shining through.
It's fantastic, Ruth. It's fantastic. How are the children coping with lockdown?
They're doing really well. All of the children, all of the families at Paces should be extremely proud of themselves. We're in regular contact with them. We're offering remote learning. Our teachers are working really hard to make sure that everybody's okay. And I'm extremely proud of how they're coping, and they're showing such resilience in what is a challenging time for them all.
Ruth, thank you very much indeed. I'm going to go back to Sally, if I may. That's Ruth Liu there, the head teacher at Paces. Sally, how's Lennie coping with lockdown?
He's doing well. I mean, the piano and the fundraising are helping, because it gives a little bit of a routine. Every day we look at, who sponsored him and what tunes he has to play that day. We write out his messages, and he reads the messages out, and then I record them. So it's given him something to do, really, which has been really helpful. But he is missing school. He does miss routine. So it is a struggle, and some days it's not all shiny happy. But as I say, playing the piano is really helpful to him. So I'm lucky that at least he's got an inside activity that he enjoys. It's a bonus for him.
Also, you're lucky that he's good at it. My 16-year-old daughter found a trumpet that I hid 3 years ago yesterday. God, take me now. But you're right, and as you say, not everything's easy. And believe me, it's not easy for any family, is it? None of us are getting through it perfectly. It's a question of getting through it as well as you can, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, and that's all we can do, isn't it? So yeah, I'm grateful he's got his piano, and I'm grateful for the school, because they're offering him brilliant support through Zoom sessions and Skype sessions and things, which is really, really, really appreciated.
We will speak more of them in happier times, we really will. Tell us how people can donate to Lennie's fundraising.
Yeah, he has a Just Giving page, which is Just Giving Lennie's Tunes, or you can go onto the Paces Sheffield website, and there's a link there. He's raised about £4,300 now, and he's played about 95 songs, I think, for people. About 180 people have donated, but lots of them have been anonymous, so we haven't known who they were, so we couldn't do a dedication to them. But yeah, so he's got about 5. He did have a target of 100 songs, so it would be nice if we could get a few more sponsors to get him up to the 100. If anyone wants to donate, Just Giving Lennie's Tunes. We shall make sure that they do that. And when this is all over, if they'll allow me, I'd love to come down and just have a bit of time at the school and tell people about what it is that they do. It sounds fantastic. That would be brilliant. I'm sure you'd be very welcome. I can't wait, Sally. Thank you very much indeed.